There's a difference between investing in yourself and betting on yourself. You see, investing in yourself is getting the college degree, getting the good corporate job, putting enough money away for a rainy day. And you do all that before you even consider taking the leap into entrepreneurialism, at least full time. Now, the person that's betting on themselves knows that they need to be in the game to win the game. So they take chances, they gamble. They're betting on themselves to be the 1 in a million that actually wins the game. That's the difference between investing in yourself and betting on yourself. And here's the part they don't put in the books and brochures. When you bet on yourself, there's no syllabus, there's no HR, there's no safety net with a matching 401k on the backside of this. It's just you, your vision, and that quiet little voice asking you all the time, yo, are we really doing this? And the truth is, most people never even get to that question. They stay preparing, they stay researching, they stay almost ready for the rest of their lives. Because investing in yourself feels like responsibility. Betting on yourself feels reckless. But let me tell you something. Every person you admire, every story you repost, every overnight success you've ever heard of or that you think are an overnight success came out of nowhere. They didn't just invest in themselves. They stepped onto the field while the game was already being played. You see, betting on yourself isn't about confidence, it's about commitment. Confidence is loud, commitment is quiet. It's something you do for yourself. Commitment shows up when nobody's clapping. Commitment shows up when the numbers don't look right. Commitment shows up when you're tired, unsure, and still say to yourself, run the play anyway. And here's the part nobody warns you about. When you bet on yourself, you will lose sometimes. Let's just get that out of the way right now. You will lose money. You will lose sleep. You will lose friends who only like the version of you that played it safe. And if you're not careful, you'll lose the joy of the journey along the way, trying to prove that the bet was worth it. Because here's the trap. When you go all in on yourself, it's easy to start living like happiness is deferred. It's easy. I celebrate when I make 6 figures. I'll celebrate, when I get a little bit closer to whatever the goal is. I'll enjoy life when finally never gets here. But let me ask you something real quick. If you don't enjoy the climb, what makes you think you're going to enjoy the view when you get there? Winning isn't just crossing the finish line. Winning is learning how to smile while you're still out there. Some of the best moments in my life have happened before the success even came. The late nights where the idea finally clicks. The first person that pays you of something you created. The struggle, the conversations that turn to inside jokes later on. That's the good stuff. That's life reminding you, hey, don't rush past me trying to become somebody. Enjoy the journey, because here's the little secret. The journey is the reward. The money is just a byproduct. The titles are byproducts. The applause, byproducts. But the growth is real. The growth is currency, something that you can exchange for actual value. And growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. It happens when you're stretching, when you're reaching out there and still finding reasons to laugh while you do it. So yes, bet on yourself, bet boldly, be unapologetic about it, but don't turn the process into punishment for yourself. Celebrate small wins along the way. Enjoy the learning curves. Take the trip, even if the business isn't perfect yet. Laugh at the mistakes. You'll tell those stories later on anyway, because at the end of all of this, nobody's going to ask you how many hours you work. They're going to ask you, did you live? Did you love the process? Did you become who you were meant to be? And the only way to answer yes to that is to bet on yourself and enjoy the game while you're playing it. Because you didn't come this far to just survive the journey. You came to experience it. And trust me, the version of you on the other side of this is worth the bet.